Yo! Yesterday, Season 2 has started in the Bazaar, and since it has become sort of a series, I decided to give you all the news regarding new season right here, right now. Let's start with the Battle Pass. Yes, in the Prize Pass, as always, we're going to have 60 tiers, and the pattern is exactly the same as last season, so you can, skip 15 tiers for $10, and you have chests and tickets alternating, and then on 15th, 30th, and 60th level you get some additional rewards. So on the 15th level you get expansion for Mac, on the 30th you get expansion for Pygmalion, on the 45th you get this little green rag with this sort of plant pattern. I'm not really sure, but I think this one is actually pretty cool. I would probably use it. However, if you get to level 60, oh boy, look at that. Look at that, Vanessa. So yeah, if you want to, well, buy a subscription, because that's probably the easiest way to get to level 60, you will be able to. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you all the sort of stats that I have regarding like season 1, like how much chests have I earned, how much gems have I earned, and all that stuff, so stick until the end of the video. Unfortunately, in terms of subscription tab, we don't have anything new, and well, yeah, subscription this time gives us this little card bag. Actually, this card bag, well, yeah, there's this like glass pane vibe to it, but I'm going to show you this one in the collection because it's actually animated, sort of. See? Like this little light play here. I think it looks really cool, actually. So yeah, that's that's subscriptions for you. In terms of the new chests, this one looks very similarly to the one from the latest video on Ark and Law. That was probably some sort of a tease. Here we have all the values in terms of how often you will get collectibles. I think they are exactly the same as season 1. We can check that quickly. Yep, exactly the same. And in terms of the collectible list, here's the whole thing. Like, as always, we have a bunch of animated cards. This time there's even a diamond one to get, which wasn't the case in previous season. I don't think I like it. Getting them at gold tier was bad enough, and now you're, getting a diamond item and it's a card art. I don't know, like they decided to do this, and the proper cosmetics from chests are also getting scarce. I think this board, because, boards are the most chased item in chests, so that's obvious. I think this board is the one we have seen in the Mac video recently, like when he was introduced. Then we have a couple of skins. I'm going to show you this Dooley Easter Bunny skin in a second. Or I can show you it on the screen right now, because I was fortunate enough to get it in my first 4 chests. Given my luck, that's probably going to be one and only skin that I get this season. Yeah, there's a couple of things here. I'm really curious about the bank and stash and this card back, but I cannot show you this right now. Also, there's a link in the description to this sort of table in which you can track all your collectibles and also, see what's available. So I'm going to go to the shop now to show you what has changed. In the shop, we still have daily special and weekly special. However, few things have changed. First of all, you are able to buy your daily special for money directly, not only for gems as it was in previous season, though you still can buy gems for real money, 500 for $5, essentially, if you buy, in this case, this rag for $5, instead of just buying gems, you are getting it a bit cheaper, but yeah, you don't have to. However, the thing here, weekly special, first of all, instead of being priced at $25, now is priced at $20, so $5 less. And also, Tempo decided to allow us to buy a weekly special item for gems. So yeah, as you can see, I bought this Pygmalion with the Beast of Burden. It seems like you can buy weekly special items multiple times, because daily special can be bought only one time per item. But weekly special seems like, you know, if you have excess gems, you can stack upon those items and maybe resell them later. Those are the changes for the shop. In terms of the expansions, we have two, one for Mark and one for Pygmalion, as I said. So here we have this Mark expansion. You can purchase it early if you like, but you can simply play the game and it will unlock for you eventually. Even if you don't reach that, still next month it's going to go into common pool, so you're not, you know, losing anything. And here's the Pygmalion pack, exactly the same thing. Okay, so that's the general idea here. However, I would like to talk to you about my experience during first season. I bought, you know, subscription, so I had this double XP rewards. You know, let's gauge how much I earned and see, you know, how much a casual player with the subscription, you know, can afford if they play 1 or 2 games a day, which was my experience. So first of all, like, yeah, I'm at 4k gems right now, but yesterday I recorded the number of gems that I had, and it was 8,900 yesterday. And somewhere at the start of the season, and yeah, I should have, you know, screenshotted that at that time, but I didn't. So somewhere around the start of the season, I had almost 14k gems. That was 13,965. And at the end of the season, I had around 9k. So that's the difference of 5,000. However, I also bought a couple of items from the shop. I bought 2 skins. I bought Mystic Pygmalion and Mystic Dooley. I also bought 2 card bags, which was like swords and potions. And also I got Dragon Bank and Eyeball Chest. So in total, those items cost me 20k gems. So essentially, I earned about 15,000 gems during my month with the game and spent 20,000. So I'm like 5,000 gems lighter, sort of. But yeah, I bought this Pygmalion ship, so I'm 5,000 gems lighter again. But I'm going to count that in terms of like season 2, so when we do the summary for season 3. But how many chests did I get? Because you might be curious about that. Right now, I'm at 651 chests. Let's subtract 4 from that, because I earned 4 chests today to show you the contents of the new seasonal chests. So that would be 647, right? At the start of the first season, I was around 479, because that's the value from April the 7th, somewhere around the start of the previous season. So if we calculate all that, through the first season of the game, I earned about 170 chests. It's probably 168, but somewhere around that value. Playing like 1 or 2 games and having win ratios like this. I'm a totally regular player. I don't, you know, spend all day playing this game. So if you're somewhat competent, if you can like get to this sort of win ratio curve, I think you can expect similar values in terms of chests gained and gems earned. Okay, so you opened almost 170 chests in the previous season, but what did you get actually from that? So in terms of proper cosmetics, not animated card arts, I got a couple, you know. In terms of like, I'm still waiting for my legendary. 650 chests in, I still haven't got even one. But in terms of diamond skins, I got this war drummer pig, which is alright. And I also got a chest, this one. And this is my favorite chest in the game right now, so I'm not complaining. I'm really glad that I managed to get it. In terms of gold skins, I got myself those two rugs, those Bazaar traditions, which is also alright, but nothing special. And in terms of silver skins, I got this green rug, which I think is much better looking than this gold one. And also I got 2 copies of this Quiet Wisdom Mac 1 and 2. And also I got a card back, this one, which is also pretty cool. So yeah, 170 chests, 2 diamond items, 2 gold items, and 4 silver items, not counting the item arts. Because like I have so many item arts that I can't even count them. So I'm not going to, look into how many bronze and silver and gold and whatever item arts I got, because that's like I don't want to, I don't want to. But I have a lot. So you can, subtract the number of cool items that I got from my chests, and then you'll get how many card arts I got. That's basically it from me. Thanks for watching, and you may like, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and bye!